It's week 3 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we'll see Cam Akers. There were no answers for him on the ground last week in a 190-yard game. It's the Raiders and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing first play is Herbert. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert. And this one is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him it should open up things for you.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Herbert. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Akers again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now Jackson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 17 carries, 60 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41.
Holding, offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Herbert now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Again, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Third and 2, Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way.
Force charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Caught by Marshall. He's got it for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it's Terrace Marshall who's able to cap things off with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The Titans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Herbert for Marshall. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Herbert. The Sanders has got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a first down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. 2nd and 10.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. It's Hardy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert toward the pylon, caught. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Akers will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Out come the Titans now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this one's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Devon Kennard in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got Allen.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 30-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Caught by Allen.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Titans first down.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35.
Jackson now. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Gets by him at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Titans first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Cook. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
To throw again on second down. Jackson.
Finding space at the 40.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. Steps away to his left.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Titans first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's Williams on the catch.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Cook
will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Johnson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's costing them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Hardy.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Jackson's pass, complete to Deontay Hardy. A 6-yard pickup.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
At the 50-yard line.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Tennessee.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield
Personal
stripe.
foul. Face mask. Defense.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Raiders' 25-yard
From the
line.
25 on 2nd down, Jackson being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Jackson.
He's going to get this one.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Raiders pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on third down, Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Here comes Abdullah on the return.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders now set to get the football back. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.